Kevin Sidebottom here, speaker, author, and trainer, and I go around and teach sales organizations and leadership teams how to grow influence and trust so revenues go up and they get higher profits. Today, let's talk about monthly budgets. Whether you're doing monthly budgets on Excel or on paper or Google Sheets, whatever it is you're doing, you need to make sure you have a plan. Well, the best way to have a plan is by doing a budget. So you're in the right place today to understand how and why you want to do that. I'll give you some insight on a nice little class you can take that will be very beneficial to help you with investments and everything else, as well as these budgets and why you want to do so. Okay? And then I'll give you a little story about my wife and my first couple budgets. It was fun, let me tell you. Maybe not for her, but for me, it was fun. All right. Now, I want to first start with, I didn't like doing budgets when I first started it. I hated it, but it's a discipline. It's kind of like if you want to go have six-pack abs, you got to put the donut down. That's right. You can have a donut every once in a while, but you can't eat donuts for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and expect to have a six-pack. I have yet to see anybody do that. If they do, I want your number because I'm jumping on that fitness plan. Okay? Let's get into the budgets. What do we need? Well, first, we have a plan of what we want to do. What do we want to target? Do we want to be wealthy? Do we want to have investment properties? Do we want to have a great retirement? What is our end goal and why? We need to have a strong why if our plan's going to succeed. So what does that look like? Well, you have to figure that out for yourself. But I can tell you, whenever I did those little mazes where you had to draw the line to the finish and you had to watch out for all those little areas that would get you stuck, if you started at the finish and worked your way back to the start, you were more efficient. That's right. By having a goal and having a plan, you're going to work your way from back to forward and you're going to be more efficient. Okay? So let's figure out what we want out of life and put it up there as a goal so that way we have something to shoot for. Now the next thing we need to do is figure out our baseline. We need to figure out what we're spending our money on, where it's all going, and why. So we want to list out everything we're spending money on. Now, if you don't know where all your money's going, the best way to do is go into your bank account, look at your bank statements, and see what you're spending money on. You have to calculate it. It'll take some time. Now, if you have credit cards, guess what? They do it for you. They actually know where all your money's going. They study you. They want to know your buying habits. So go in there and see how you're spending your money on a monthly basis. And typically they break it out monthly. So you can actually go in there and figure that out. Now, we want to line item everything. That's right. Our charitable stuff, our savings for retirement, our clothing, our food, our utilities, our mortgage, car payments. List goes on and on. We need to list everything down so that way we have a line item so our money's going to something. We want our money to work for us. Now, Ramsey Solutions actually went and studied about 10,000 millionaires. And here's what they found out. 99% of them did not inherit their wealth, and they did a budget. So you're on the right track by wanting to do a budget. Okay? We need to list everything out and put a dollar value to it and make sure that at the end we have nothing left. So our money's going towards something. It's working. It's doing something. If we're planning for vacation, we need to save up money so we can go have a nice vacation. So when we get back, we don't have to try to figure out how we're going to pay for it. It's a nicer vacation when you're gone. Hey, it's all paid for. I'm good. Okay? So line out everything, put the dollar values to it. Now I want to caution you, the first couple months, you're not going to hit it perfectly. You're going to have to start moving some money and you're going to spend more in one area than the other, and that's okay. It takes time for us to do it. It took us time to ride a bike. It took us time to tie our shoes. It's taken us time to learn anything worth value. By doing so, you're going to be successful. Now, here's what I also recommend. Look up Financial Peace University. And no, I don't make any money off of this. I actually teach some of the classes because I like helping people, because it's helped me so much. And it's a group setting where you have other people going through struggles and you share and everybody encourages you. You actually get more traction by having this group setting. And Financial Peace does everything from budgeting to actually help you understand different insurances, how to understand health insurance, how to do emergency budgets, how to have emergency funds, how to do your investments. But everything you need financially is rolled up into this class. So go take the class. Now what they've found is by taking this class, people have gotten out of debt, they've gotten to a better way. But here's the other thing they found out. Communication actually went up between couples. That's right. So if you want your communication to get better, because the number one fight for divorce, money problems. So we need to make sure we're having communication. So as a byproduct, all this works together. Now, the first couple months, like I said, are going to be a little difficult, and you're going to have to kind of go through it a little bit. My wife and I, when we first did our budget, that was a prerequisite. We had to do budgets or else we weren't going to make to where we wanted to go. In the first few, I was literally sliding over Kleenex and wine over to her because it made her sad. And you know what? Just because it made her sad doesn't mean we stopped. We actually kept going. And now it takes us about 5 to 7 minutes to do a monthly budget, and we're super successful. And we have a great emergency fund. Where only debt we have is our mortgage at this point, which we're working to pay that off. And we have a great quality of life. And even during the pandemic, I was actually able to go with her and we tweaked it a little bit and we didn't impact us that much. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you'd like a copy of the Excel spreadsheet I use, I'd be glad to send it to you. Now, if this video was helpful, hit like, share, subscribe, send it out to other people so that way we can continue adding value for others. That's why I do these videos. Okay? We'll see you next time.